up, guys? Working on Project Hurricane once more. Getting ready to try and run our 12-0 or 12-1 pass, pulling out all the stops. This is the last week racing. We're going to be naturally aspirated. So fingers crossed, we're doing it. So we got the hood back on. We got our hood struts on it. We got hood pins on it. We got a Steeda intake on. We're going to get new brakes today that are going to go on it. And right now we're trying to fix our fuel issue. So Tommy's back here. We swapped out one of the sending units on the other side, hooked it all back up because it was not reading correctly. It's giving us a fuel code saying that we were out of gas all the time, 100% of the time. So we're replacing both of them just to make sure they're good. Right now we're going to test the first side, see how that goes, see if we're still throwing the codes saying that the tank is empty when it's almost 100% full of C85. So we're going to do some more tuning on the C85 hopefully today as well, and we'll get the car running top notch and ready to rock this Thursday. And then Cletus and Cars is on Saturday, so we're going to be at that too, bringing this car. Our friends over at Strange were nice enough to send us some front and rear calipers, brakes, the whole 9 yards for the car because our brakes were dragging a little bit and we wanted to cut some weight so we could go faster. So fingers crossed this goes well. We'll do one side and then we'll show you guys how to do the other side after we've gone through it all. So stay tuned, but we're looking good. Master Tech doing what he does, cleaning up the garbage. First things first, guys, obviously pull her up in the air, take off your wheels and tires. Got our race stars pulled off. Obviously we already have Viking suspension. So then you're gonna want to undo your caliper and remove it. So this should shed quite a bit of weight. I'm getting pretty excited about it, and hopefully we can start getting the car closer to that 3,200 pound mark that we wanna hit, if not a little bit lighter. See, we got the Strange brakes on, waiting on another set of front pads. Master Tech did a good job putting those on. But we were missing pads, so we ordered a set of 2 and they didn't show up. Because they are individual, because when you order a set, it's not a set, it's just a pad. And obviously a caliper takes 2 pads, so I ordered 2. We need another 2, so they're getting overnighted, and hopefully they'll be here tomorrow so we can go race. Once they get here tomorrow, we will have to put them together and then bleed all of the brakes. Not exactly fun, but at the very least it will help us go faster because these rear brakes were sticking so bad you could barely roll the car in neutral. Now one person can push the car, 2 very easily, so it should be a lot better. I'm excited, and we should have lost at least 50 to 70 pounds off of the car in brake weight. So it's super late right now, guys, but just came back and we got this done. So this is the top mounting piece, to the brake line. That's usually where your stock fitting goes in. And then you have rubber hose coming out of here. So we got that cut off and we welded a bung to it that converts it to a 3AN. So this will literally replace the stock line now, and it will bolt up to the car. With our Strange brakes, literally going to bolt in like that, and that stock piece will go right back down and in like normal. How crazy is that? And then we can get this 3-3 line on here. Much easier with 2 hands, but we'll get it to work with 1. And look at that. That's basically how it'll go. We'll get it kind of on right, but pretty awesome and pretty simple once we got that made, because quite literally, you can see this just tigged on there. There's not a fitting that goes from the stock piece to -3. Not that we could find. We tried to order it, we tried to look. Can't find even 3 pieces, that we could put together to make it work. Everywhere else we would have had to cut our brake line off. Like right here, cut that off like right there, and then put a new one of these on that would be the correct fitment. We didn't want to do that because for whatever reason, I'm deciding that maybe later down the road, I will want to go back to a stock brake setup to change the car or whatever. I don't have to put on any adapters. I pull these off, go buy a stock set for like 15 bucks, throw them on, go to a junkyard, buy them for $5, and I'm done. Works. So pretty stoked with that, pretty excited, and we'll finally maybe have brakes again, and we can go make our 12-1, 12-0, 11-9 pass. The final 4 pieces to the puzzle. We're gonna install all those and then bleed the brakes probably tomorrow. So walking over here, we have the drag car on the new strange brakes, looking good, front and rear. So I gotta go seat them right now, which means I gotta go drive the car, hit the brakes, drive the car, hit the brakes, drive the car, hit the brakes. I'll give you guys the exact breakdown. It's funny of what I got to do here in a minute, but yeah, hopefully we stop better now because we weren't stopping all that great before. It was getting a little sketchy, but also we lost about 70 to 90 pounds off the car, so that's awesome. And the brakes were dragging, and now they're not, so it's gonna be good. All right, guys, so we're gonna do 8 to 10 braking applications. Obviously, first gotta put on my steering wheel. There we go. Lock it in. So, what that means is we're gonna get driving. I'm gonna slowly apply the brakes till I come to a stop, and I'm gonna let them off. I'm gonna go again until I'm getting a little speed, and then I'm gonna slowly apply them again with a little more pressure. And I'm gonna do that 8 to 10 times. I'm gonna do it 10 times, slowly increasing in the amount of pressure while driving a little bit in between, because that will let my brakes cool a little bit. So yeah, let's do it. All right, so just got back from doing that. The brakes are ticking. The brakes are smoking a little bit. We had to burn off all of the coating they got on them, so that was interesting, kind of fun. 8 to 10 passes and slow slams, and then harder slams on the brake. So we'll let them cool off, and then we'll probably pull the wheels off, check everything again, and make sure we're good to go.